Howdy, YouTube. Gloriousroyal here. I'm talking like a news reporter. Okay, that's cringe. Anyway, we're going to be reacting to some OG Dark Souls trailers. I'm a huge Dark Souls fan. I've played every one of the games within the SoulsBorne category, save for Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls. I will be playing those. We're going to be watching the original release trailers from Dark Souls 1 and the DLC, as well as the Prepare to Die Remastered Edition trailers. I'm just curious to see how it looks. Storytelling via trailers changes from time to time based on like the common conventions of what's popular. So I'm curious to see, for Dark Souls 1 in particular, which came out 12 years ago, the trailer, how it translates. So let's get into that. Right now, we are about to witness the original Dark Souls 1 Ignite trailer. Ignite as in a tie to like lighting the bonfire? Is that what that is? You don't really see the word ignite within Dark Souls a ton. May contain content that's inappropriate for children. No, Dark Souls is for kids. Kids game. Of course. Produced by Namco Bandai Games Incorporated. Namco? So we have like the intro cinematic here. Powered by From Software Inc. The goats! My goats! We're seeing, like, I'm guessing the end of the Dragon War here, right? Dark Souls. Wow, so they're just giving us, like, embers and... Okay. Oh, God, this area with the trees that suck you. Blighttown, Anor. That bridge. God, look at those crispy graphics. Yeah. Let's see. This is like 10 years ago, right? 12 years ago. Put it in context. Around 12 years ago, what was popular in 2010 as far as fantasy media goes? Game of Thrones first season sort of peaking. Skyrim, which was seen as a bit of the pinnacle of fantasy at the time. This trailer leans way more into the fantasy. Even with the orchestral music you're hearing, it's more epic than it is dubsteppy, more the contemporary sound, right? Isn't it weird to think this was a peak of gaming capability at the time, right? In time, fire will fade. It's funny, they show you all these areas as how epic it is, but 90% of these places just fucking suck. For gameplay reasons. The rats. Ah, the Taurus demon. Gargoyles, which, you know, looking at the gargoyle now and today, that design looks so much like, what's his name from Elden Ring? Malekith, right? But their gargoyles are different. Summons. That would have blown people away at the time. The ability to play with cooperators, and only dark will remain. You have the first bell here. They surprisingly show you a lot of the game in this trailer, but there's no context for it. Oh, this is their... Are they going to show it? Are they going to let you pan up to her? No, they weren't going to show that. See, the boss designs were something they could tease out and be like, yeah, that's awesome. Nito. Funny that Nito doesn't even really take a major role in the game and is a side boss, really. You don't even have to fight Nito, I don't believe. Do you have to fight Nito? Chat, actually, can someone confirm for me if you have to fight Nito? I've only replayed Dark Souls 1.5 times, so I never got to the second half of the second playthrough. What is this? Those are the Silver Knights or the Black Knights of Anor Londo? This was a cool trailer. The pinnacle of gaming in 2011. PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Lasai? Why sigh, DG? This is... what a trailer. Any little stinger at the end? No. So we had... This is the Ignite trailer. This is the Dark Souls is a brand new action RPG role-playing game set in a rich, dark fantasy world, tense dungeon crawling, fantasy enemy encounters, and groundbreaking online features. The next trailer we have is the Bartholomew trailer, which I don't remember why they would. To my mind, I don't know why they would name it Bartholomew. Isn't Bartholomew? Yeah, there's not a character. Isn't there a character named Bartholomew in Dark Souls? Well, Bartholomew does have religious origins. Let's actually look that up real quick. Bartholomew was a doctor in Jewish law and a dear friend of St. Philip the Apostle. He was willingly sent with Philip to see Christ and recognize the Savior immediately as the Son of God. Interesting. I don't know. All right, the Bartholomew trailer. Oh my God, please help me. This is going to be DMCA, isn't it? This is going to get... I'm going to get muted on this part. That's why. It's called the Bartholomew trailer because it's the name of the song. Okay, here we go. Had to mute the music so we could see this trailer, but know what they did. So this is that, like... I mean, we still kind of see this happen with game trailers, but this is the time where they would put a dad rock song to a video game, even if it didn't necessarily connect to it, and they'd put it out. I'm thinking if there was like a game that had like there was a bunch of song game trailers back then. This is legitimately just an FMV somebody made. They're showing you 2 seconds of actions of every scene. Okay. That's pretty cool what they did there. If you hear the music swelled to that beat right there. The fall? That was a cool trailer. It didn't really do all that much for me. It's very much there were other trailers from this era that did it. What's the name of there was a really popular song game trailers. Anybody remember this is very 2010s game trailers. Anybody remember it was Ain't no rest for the wicked, money don't grow on trees, I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, ain't nothing in this world for free. Comment down below if you remember what game that song was on the trailer for. Okay, now we have the Dark Souls Remastered launch trailer, which came out 5 years ago. For context, what 5 years ago from now is, we're in 2023, that's like 2016, 16, 17, 2021. No, 2018. So about almost 8 years after it, the initial release, kind of, right? Am I wrong? Don't ask me to do math. Let's see. This is the remastered launch trailer. Ah, 7 years after. There we go.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead.
See, this trailer's a lot more descriptive, right?
And
I mean,
in
it's...
this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north, where they are locked away to await.
It gives you a solid start for what your character is going to be. You could see the graphical increase from the original to this remaster. A lot less edgy.
Fate.
You still look like beef jerky. Look at the cinematic camera differences they have on this trailer versus the original.
What do we have here? You must be a new arrival.
I wonder if they didn't really have a cinematic camera prior.
Fate of the undead, right? You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late.
A parry?
Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider visiting Anor longer. Not in your state.
This would have been around too, where Game of Thrones was at its peak.
But go along if you wish, if only to deepen your despair.
I don't know why they chose this odd filter here. Let's go to that real quick. It looks to me like they're trying to depict the darker areas of the game, but I don't know why they did
You
that.
won't stand a chance. You'll be
The game does not look like that actually in game.
Go along if you wish.
Maybe they're brightening it so that it looks better for trailer, because look, they've even added old school film grain. You can see the film grain go across. Maybe they figured it'd be
clinging
brighter for
to his
the
age of
commercial.
fire, and in dire fear of humans, and the Dark Lord who would
Yeah,
one
that's a
day
beautiful
be
shot.
born amongst them. Lord Gwyn resisted the course of nature.
Ooh, Artorias, right? Because this is when the DLC would have also been out. Now, this trailer has so much more appeal to it. Maybe that's just because it's more contemporary.
So that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead.
Yeah, and this also gives you a clear objective in this trailer.
And may the age of fire perpetuate.
I think story games also just got more and more to be in vogue after 2010. Story games are always a thing, but Last of Us and stuff like that really pushed the genre for that, so they were probably pushing in on their story a bit more because they have excellent storytelling in this game. My boy. What is that? A knife! Prepare to die again. 2018. Kind of wild to think how recent the remaster it is would have come out for this. The Artorias of the Abyss is a downloadable content pack that came out in 2011. All right, so this is the original. This is 11 years ago, so this has to be the original Prepare to Die edition, as well as Artorias of the Abyss DLC announcement, which I probably should have watched first, but whatever. Get the context for it. It's 55 seconds. There's those OG graphics. It's kind of cool you can see the difference from the remaster to this. And also, here's that old style of trailer. No need for dialogue, just give us music and some very cryptic looking scenes. That was cool. Wow. This is a good trailer. It doesn't tell you much on story, but it gives you all the action you're looking for. There's the DLC entrance. Not even a touch of Artorias in this. Oh, I lied. There he is. Artorias, so for context of the timeline for the game too, Artorias, if you played Dark Souls when it initially came out, you would have heard about Artorias from all of the legends in the game, but you never get to meet Artorias at all. You get to meet Sif, his dog, but you never meet Artorias. Not until the DLC comes out do you get the full picture for the story of one. I like to think about the original people that were doing the lore on this, are like trying to uncover the lore without even the knowledge of Artorias and the Abyss and all of the stuff we get revealed to us within the DLC with Ulasil. That's awesome. All right, if you made it to the end of the video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe to the channel. I want to do this to the other games in the series as well. We still have, I guess, Dark Souls 2 once I play them, Demon Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. I didn't even watch the Elden Ring trailers. I just wanted to go into it completely fresh. So if you like what we're doing with this and you want to see my reactions to those, leave a comment down below saying so. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.